If you want to go and make your own wedding website this year, this video is right for you. I have made dozens and dozens of websites and I already know what is working and what is not working. I will show you the easiest way that will work for you as well. The only thing you need for this tutorial is one functional email address and watching this tutorial. If you go along this, you will end up with a beautiful looking website with all of the features you need. I will also go and show you some stuff you definitely want to stay away from because they are just trying to extract money from you. And you already know that weddings can be really expensive. So let's get right into it. For this tutorial to work, I've made completely new email address so that we are completely on the same page. For this tutorial, I would suggest you to use Wix because it is something that will just work and they have very good templates in there. Good part about them is that you don't need to go and give them any of your credit card information. You can go and start making it completely for free. So you have nothing to lose. If you want to try it completely for free, you can do it by using my link in the description and it should take you in here. So here we just need to go and sign up. We can do it by using our Google credentials inside here. But you can see if it doesn't work, you can just simply come inside here and you need to write everything. So we just need to fill up our information and come inside here. They're asking who we are creating this for. We want to go with myself. Here they are still thinking that we are creating this as a traditional website, but wedding websites are different. So we can also go inside here and click on skip these questions. Here they are taking us to the AI chat. In here, what's going to happen is this. You're going to go and interact with it. This is like ChatGPT. They will ask you a lot of information and they will go and try to give you the best website for you. But I would suggest you do not use it. Wedding websites, they are very specific and you want to go with pre-made wedding templates. I have tested the AI features. I would recommend it if you are building, for example, business website, but for wedding websites, 100% don't go with this. So just click on setup without chat. And here is something that we don't want to skip. We want to go and tell them that we are making a wedding website. So you can see all the wedding stuff. We just want to go and stick with classical wedding and go and hit on continue. They will go and prepare for us some templates and some options for specifically wedding websites, which is exactly what we want. In here, we want to go and create our event. This is going to be the event, your website. Why is this important? Well, because if you have RSVP, they need to be connected to a specific event. So here we just need to go and name it. Here I'm just going to name it Luca and Luca Wedding and hit continue. This is not a ticketed event, so we want to go for online one. And here you can go and select the date you would like to have. So let's say I want to have it on August 1st, 2025. And let's say it will start fairly early. Let's call it 3 p.m. This is not a recurring event and this is a physical location. I will do it for this physical location of this venue inside here, which I've already pre-prepared. So I will just put the locations inside here. If you want to go, you can put your information. As you can see, Wix, they're connected to Google, so they have all the information from there. So if you can find it on Google, the location, you can also put it inside here. Here, I'm just going to click on continue. You can go and take a lot of stuff inside here. So seating map, for example, for your event, obviously. Then you have options of mobile apps. From my experience, this is something that people never use on actual weddings. It is a nice idea to have. In theory, it should work really well, and it's nice to have. In reality, nobody uses it. You don't need it. It's just a headache to set up, and it's completely useless for you. Email marketing, you can do it if you want to. I think for wedding, sending it personally from your email is also fine. It doesn't matter. Online store, you don't need to. And event schedule, you can go for it as well. And you can see how easy it was to set up your event. So here you can see also by using my links, you will have a lot of sales in here as well. So you can save a lot of money. And here we can go and create event and go to published events. And now we haven't published our events yet. So you can see it's 0 under publish. But if we go to drafts, we can see it is already in here. So what I want to go and do is click on publish. And it will make it public so that when we connect it into website, it will actually work. Now inside here, we can see RSVP in here. In here, you will see also your guest inside here. So in here, we can go and edit our RSVP. Short teaser, you can go and put it, okay, this is our event and stuff like that. You need only one RSVP, so you don't really need to go and do it in any other way. So just come inside here. You can see they already took all of our information inside here. You can move the ending time to whenever you want and just click on save. So now we can go and change the information into RSVP. So if you want to go and put some special column, for example, what meal you would like to have, you can go and customize it inside here. You can see that this is the preview of your current form, which is very basic. Here you want to definitely go and check this on. You want to have people to have ability to show you that they are not going. So here you can go and add some additional fields. If you don't see field inside here, you can go and add custom field. So for example, in here, we can go and add up food option. And inside here, we can see the responses. And I would like to go and check multiple choices. And here we need to go and write up answers and separate them by columns. So, okay, I'm fine with this. And if I hit correct, you can see it will be one of the options inside here. You can also add some additional stuff. For example, additional guest. If you want to bring +1, you can do it inside here. You can also set up the maximum option of guests that they can bring with them. So if this is set up on 2, person can bring themselves and 2 other people. So if you want them to allow only 1 another people, you can go and put it on 1 as well. And inside here, you can see the option of bringing +1. Now we can go and save this, and you can see our changes are saved. And here also, if you scroll down, you can see the confirmation email. Because people are putting their email addresses in there, they will also receive a confirmation email that yes, they have been signed up to this wedding. They will also receive a reminder email and also cancellation email if they cancel on you. You can go and add the messages inside here, but I wouldn't go and do that. You can also set a reminder email of some specific time event, for example, 1 day before, 3 days before, or a week before. So you can go and change it. I will set it probably about a week in advance and click save now. This will definitely save you a lot of time and features later on. And once people are gonna go and start signing in, you will go and be able to see them inside here. But now let's go to nitty-gritty of creating an actual website. So you can do it in 2 ways. You can go and follow this setup event, but we don't want to do that because the first event inside here is setting up your domain, which will require to go and pay for it. But you can go and design everything without the need of doing this. You just need to go and click on design site inside here, or you can go and click on design site in a lower left corner. And you have 2 options. Once again, design with AI, it is fine. I would recommend it for business website and stuff like that. For wedding, 100% go with this. It will save you a lot of time. So you just need to come inside and click on pick a template, and you can see it's pre-selected for weddings. If you don't see it pre-selected in here, you just search for weddings in the search bar and it will go and show you all the weddings. So here you can go and see between all of those. You can see there are a lot of templates. So you can go and get inspiration from here. What you can also go is click on view to go and review how it will look inside here. So for example, in here, let's say you want to go with this, and you can also have inspiration from this, how it looks. So the main events of the website should be visible inside here for you. For example, the countdown timer, and specifically for this, you definitely want to have highlighted the time and the location. This is very, very important. And then you can get creative like the story and stuff like that. So let's say we want to go with this specific one. I would go and click on edit site, and you'll automatically start using this template. One of my recommendations is really go through a lot of those and click on view. It will give you a lot of inspiration of what other people are doing in here, and you can go and apply it to your own website in here as well. So you can see now the Wix is taking all of the data and they're creating it inside here based on our template. If you want to go and change colors, definitely images, obviously, and stuff like that, you can do it very, very easily. Once again, in here, you don't need to use it right now. You can tell your story better and it's going to be just much, much easier. So what is happening inside here? You can go and change a lot of stuff. For example, header of your website. If you want to put some logo, I would just keep it on your initials. It's really easy. And definitely you want to have the RSVP visible because this is one of the main things. What I personally like to have is definitely the countdown timer inside here. It can be a little tricky if you're setting it for the first time, but it is actually quite easy. You just need to come to settings, and inside here you can go and set up the day. So this is gonna be, let's go to today, and let's go to August 1st. And I think we said it will start at 3 p.m. So you can see it automatically go and updated it inside here. So now we are fine with it. You can also go and change the time zone and stuff like that. And you can see it inside here. It looks really nice. If you want to get rid of something, for example, you don't want to display something, you can go and do it inside here as well. You can also go and change it inside here, what you want to have displayed and what you don't want to have displayed. So here it is just easy. You can go and change stuff by clicking on them and changing them inside here. And it's really, really very intuitive. So if you want to go, for example, change a font or something, you can just go under fonts and change it to whatever you want. You can see I highlighted only myself, so I can change only myself. It is really, really that easy. From my advice, what actually works, just leave it for those templates. They are templates for a reason and they are made to work nicely together. So you can go and change a lot of stuff. If you want to put your background image, just come inside here, click on background image, and you can go and change it inside here. So if you want to have it completely black, you can see this will be completely black. If you want to have it completely bright, you can have it completely bright. This is a mistake a lot of beginners make. They will just put their background as an image, but it is too bright. So you want to go into image opacity and bring it down to around 50 is a sweet spot. So this is something you can do. You can also go and change image to whatever you like. So you can just come here, upload your images, and it will automatically be updated inside here. So this is everything you can do on your own. I believe in you. You know your story, you know what you want to go, but just focus on the stuff that is inside here. You want to have as much information as possible for ceremony. When is it happening? What time it starts? What is the dress code supposed to be? How to get there? And then you have stuff like reception. Who is invited? Is everybody invited from ceremony directly to reception? When is going to happen? What is the time? When do you leave? What are the options for you to leave after reception? Because obviously, people might drink some alcohol. So what are the options in there? You want to include as much stuff as possible. You can also do your last story, how you met, what was the timeline of your story. I saw this work very, very well with a lot of people. They're making their website and they're doing a simple timeline of when they met, first time, first day, and stuff like that. And it nicely leads to this event of wedding. So you can do also that. Very important part. Adding as much information as possible about the wedding venue, how you are getting there by car, what is the parking situation. This is very, very big. A lot of people will forget about this, but from my experience, you definitely want to go and include parking situation in there. If you have flights, what are the recommendations for accommodation? So you can put it all inside here. You can also add your registry inside here. I'm not the biggest fan personally of registries. I think it's not as much used as it was in past. People are already living a lot together, so they have their household and everything. So you don't probably need 78 toasters. I mean, you will still get them, but you don't necessarily need them. So this is more up to you. I wouldn't recommend it to people to have it inside here. The cash contribution is probably the best, in my opinion. Also, very fun. You definitely would want to go and include your wedding colors. If you have something in your idea, if you have some type of Pinterest board, or you know what works for a specific venue, just put it in here. It's a very nice and subtle touch of professional website. And you can see it overall. It looks so, so professional. And only thing you need to go and do is just create a template and change it to your liking. It's a very, very easy. So location, you can just click on it and change it to whatever you want. So you can just go and change it to here, okay? If you want to make it bigger, it's really easy. Just highlight the text and you can see how easy it is to make it bigger. So I will just put it back on 18. And yeah, you can go and also move it within it. So if you don't like it, you can also put it like this. And you can see how professional it looks. One thing I would change about this layout, actually two things. Firstly, I would go and move this RSVP button more to the top. I want to have it as visible as possible. So I will go and select this whole section, and by those arrows, I would move it up a little bit. So this is still not high enough. And this is where I like it. You can also go and put the button and move it inside here. I like to have it in a very specific page, so the only section is specifically for it, and it is automatically connected to RSVP that we have already built. One additional question: if you like stuff like this, if you like the layout, everything can be moved. Like the images, they can be moved, they can be changed to square. It is not a problem. But if you don't like the colors and you have a specific color palette in mind, you can go and change it simply inside here. So if I would go and change it, for example, for something like this, you can see that everything changed, the whole layout changed inside here. So if you want to have it more in this type of direction, you can do it like this. If you want to have it super, super bright, you can also do it like here. So this is a very easy way for you to go and play around with the site theme. You don't need to do it one by one, changing the colors. You can do it in bulk. So you can just go, upload your themes inside here, and it will be also nicely done for you. So this is very, very easy. Now, what's great about Wix, you can also go and preview it on a phone, because a lot of people will use their phone to access this site. So we can just skip this tutorial, it's not necessary. And here we can go and do some changes. If I move this inside here, it will only change on a phone. It's not changing it on our computer anymore. We can go and move these sections, make it a little bit smaller inside here. That's nice. And yeah, we can also and move this section up, because we have done it on desktop, but we haven't done it on mobile phone. So we also want to go and have it in here. This is something a lot of people can forget, but from my experience, this definitely needs to be inside here. So if you come here on a phone, okay, I need this button, I will center it into middle. You can see it basically everywhere. You can go and move this clock more on the top to give it some breathing space. And yeah, you can see it nicely inside here. When you come to this website, you have every information without scrolling. You see the time when it's gonna be. You see who is it. You see the location where it's gonna be. You can also go and see the schedule and RSVP, which is very easily editable as well. Let me go back to the desktop. And one thing you definitely need to go and include, and you can see it is not even included in here. If I scroll down, can you take a guess what it is? It is an actual map. It is an actual map, the Google map where the event is gonna be. And it is super, super easy to go and do. For this specifically, I wouldn't recommend you to go and use elements that Wix have pre-made. For example, if we go here and search for map, I don't use those maps inside here. There's a way better option, okay? So let's say we want to go and check this specific location. You can see how they are using it in this map. I will just go and put it inside here. So we can just come inside here and go to Google Maps. So classically, we didn't need to pay for anything. This is completely for free. This is just how it is supposed to be done, okay? So I'm into Google Maps, and let me put this location of the venue inside here, right? It is gonna be done in this venue. So I'm just gonna click on it. And here, what you want to go and do is click on Share and Embed a Map, okay? So this is way better, and I'll show you why. You can also select if you want to have a large or medium on your site. So you can have a very large map, you can have a medium map, but you can change it later, so don't worry about it. And then you just hit to copy HTML, come back to your website, and the only thing you need to do is click on Write Embed in Search, and here you will see all the embed options in here. You will click on HTML one and just paste it inside here. And importantly to know is this: width column and height column. You can go and adjust sizing by using those two metrics. So for example, if you want to go and have it much wider, you will increase the wide options inside here. If you want to have it higher, you're gonna include it. So without actually applying it, I know it's gonna be wider and it's gonna be a little shorter on height. So it's gonna be basically a rectangle inside here. So we can go and update it. And you can see it was actually successfully created. So now you just need to extend this window and you can see it inside here. Here you can add up some information, for example, heading, title, and you can go and add something like this. so that people have it. Or what is also working very well, you can see it is not matching the font very well. What I love to do and save a lot of time, just copy this, Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, paste it inside here, and it will be working fine. So we just need to go, adjust the sizing of it, put our location, and do the same with the paragraph inside here. Just copy the paragraph, put it in here, and write your story. Where is it? How to get there? Where is the parking situation? And stuff like that. It will work 100%. And you can see how beautiful it is. Why I like to do it? Because you get this beautiful stuff. You get the directions in there. You have all the reviews, and you will ensure that people are getting to a right direction. They don't need to go and copy anything and put it into Google Maps or somewhere else. They can just use it in here. It is much simpler. 100% recommended doing it this way. And after that, it is super simple. You can do so much stuff. If you want to go, for example, and create your own registry, it is super simple as well. Let's say I want to put it inside here. You just need to go to search and click on button. In here, if you hover over it, they will go and show you all the options inside here. So let me go with text and button. And now we want to go and match it closely to this. So I think this is the closest options we have. Or as well, what you can do, if you don't want to waste time like this, you can just come to existing button, click on Ctrl+C, go back inside here and click on Ctrl+V, and you can see it has the same stuff and it looks much better. So you can do it. And let's say you want to go and change this to registry, and the only thing you need to go and do is put the link that you have been given from your registry to this site. So you want to go to web address and just paste the URL inside here. So let's say this website is gonna have my registry inside there. You just put the URL in it and click on done. And now it will go and work as a relinking to your registry, so people can go and go directly in there. So now we want to go and save the changes. I will call this wedding. And you can see Wix on a plan that we are not paying for will create this very ugly URL for us. So I will go and click on save and continue. It will save all the changes. We have published our website. If you want to preview the website before publishing it, you can do it very easily. You can just come inside here, click on preview, and it will show it to you how people will go and see it. And you can also test it. So this I've connected to our fake registry. So if I click on it, you can see it is directing me inside here. So you can see how very simple it is to go and do those changes inside here. And yeah, it is really that simple. You can also go and review, is the map working in here? And you can see, even if it took a little time, it is working. And I can get directions in there. I can go and see reviews inside it. This is something that it will be not able to do if you do it in a classical way. So once again, you can go and change everything inside here. It is only up to you and your creativity. It is not that hard. If you use my link in the description, you can go and try it for free. But now, let me actually show you how it looks when people go and finish this schedule RSVP for you. So they can go inside here and they can go to RSVP. I have actually pre-done it when preparing for this website. I have actually done that in the past. So if I go to this, I fill it up with 3 information, okay? I fill it up basically with 3 types of things that can happen to you. You can see I have 1 person that is going. I can see that 1 person is not going, and 1 person is bringing another guest. So this is a grandma and grandpa. This is gonna show their regular name. I've just added Luca knows as a first name and not going as a second name. So don't worry, you will not have it included in there. And also, if somebody will go and tell you in person, oh, I can actually go and make it, you can come here and switch it very easily. And you can see if they are on wait list, you can go and change it as well. If you have some relatives, for example, your grandpa and grandma, and they don't want to go and deal with the technology because that happens a lot, you can also add guests manually inside here. You will just insert their names, put your email address in it, or create a fake email address for this, And you can also put additional guests under them, and it will be and adding them inside here. But what is the good part is that you can also go and export this guest list for you. So you can just come inside here and you can see all the options in here. Let me make it bigger. And you can see all of the information were inputted in here. You can also see when they have submitted it, if they are bringing the guest, and what is going to be their name, what are their food options, or another choice that you have given them. And you can see also their status inside here. It is really that easy. Do not overcomplicate it. It is inside here. You can download it. It's everything you need. You can also come inside here. It is into events, publish, you go to settings. You can set alert every time a person will go and give you an RSVP. So you will receive email every single time. If you are overrun with the emails, you can also go and enable it or disable it inside here. This is just good to know. Also, what I see a lot of the times is that some people, they don't want to be seen on Google. They don't want people to just be randomly able to find them on Google. So you can actually do it inside here as well. You just need to go to Site and Mobile Apps, go to SEO and click on SEO. This stands for Search Term Optimization. Inside here, you want to go to SEO settings. And here, make sure this search engine indexing is turned off, because if you have it turned it on, you are basically telling Google, hey, my website exists, and they can go and crawl your website, find the information and start indexing it. So you are going to be shown on Google when people are Googling. But if you don't want to have these options inside here, you don't want to appear into Google search, you can go disable it and Google will completely ignore your website. But don't worry, if they put the specific URL even into Google search, it will still redirect them directly to the website. Okay, so this is just something to have in mind. Also, a lot of people like to think that protecting it with Passport is a good idea. From my experience, do not do it, okay? People, if you go for custom domain, which I would suggest you to go and for, they don't want to remember any password and they will not remember it. It will cause a lot more problems than a solutions. So if you go for a domain name, Luca and Luca Wedding 2025, 2026 or something like that, .com, people can remember it. The passport, people will not remember it. And if they're on the way to your wedding, they just want to go and check something on the website, they can remember and put it in there. They can save the website. But the passport, there are a lot of problems with it. So I would suggest you stay away from it. What is also very helpful to know that is capable of is creating another page. This is basically what's going to be shown as completely new page. For example, this one, everything in here is one big home page. What I like to do after the wedding is creating another page that's going to be accessible via this hamburger icon. And this will have all the images and video in there, which is also very simple. We just need to go to the pages, manage pages, and we need to add a new page in here. And this is gonna be just a blank page. It doesn't need to be overcomplicated at all. Just go add a blank page inside here. And in here, what you want to do is add something called gallery for your images. So you just need to come inside here. The search is not giving me good options, but you can come inside here and you can choose a specific gallery. So this is probably the most popular one, the grid one. You can make it look basically like Instagram with unlimited amount of images that are gonna be in there. So it is also very simple. You can see if it is too narrow, you can go and make it even wider. And it will automatically update. So you can go and just start uploading the images in here, the first batch that you will receive, so that people can go and have access to it. And you don't need to go and send manually the images like in the past. It can be extremely expensive. And yeah, if you want to change the images, just come to the Wix gallery, manage media, and you can just go and switch them back and forth. You can delete all of those and put up some new ones. And you don't only need to go and add stuff like images inside here. You can add the blog if you want to have some highlights. You can add some text. You can add a lot of stuff. You can also add a video. So if you have, for example, YouTube video, the edits of your website, you can just do it inside here and it will be working in here. So what I would suggest you to do is put the video as the first one, as the main one, but it takes also a lot more time, so keep that in mind. And yeah, this is basically the basic layout that I would suggest you to have. Have a new page, create a new page. It will automatically be displayed inside, so when people click on it, they will have access to this, and this is how it will look. I would have the video inside here of your wedding because that's the most important, or the main image when you stand in front of the altar. So just have it inside here, and then some secondary images in here so people can go and see it after the wedding as well. Now you just need to go and save it. And let's see what's the difference between the paid version and what's the difference between the normal version. I'm gonna go and publish this website. This means it's gonna be accessible to everyone who has, in this case, the link. So you can go and set up our site, and you can see it is actually working. So if you go to incognito mode and you put it inside here, it is accessible. What is not good about the non-paid plans? First of all, you have very ugly stuff like this inside there, which people will not remember, okay? If you go and say to anyone that the name of your website is gonna be lucanoswedding.com, people can remember that. But people will 100% not remember to put lucanoswedding.wixsite.com. People just are not working like this, and they would also need to go and write /wedding. You will also get this very ugly icon inside here that is telling you that it is created with this. It's completely breaking the site, and it's just not good. Your loading time will also be much higher with this, so I would not suggest you to do it. Just go with the basic plan. It is definitely worth it, and you will be able to go and save some money in here. You don't need to go for the most expensive one, go for the cheaper one, because this is one of the most important stuff. Now, this is everything you need to know. It is really that simple. I would definitely encourage you to go and explore it. If you use my link in the description, it's going to be completely for free. You don't even need to give them credit card information. So just go and take half an hour or hour and start playing with it. It is really simple. So just follow this tutorial. If you have something specific that I have forgotten, please feel free to write it into comments. I'll respond to you. I really want to make this the best tutorial there is. That you will just go here, watch this tutorial, and you will have everything set up. You will know what to do, what not to do, and it will just work. Because weddings can be a lot of stress. This is everything from me. Have a nice day, and goodbye.